Today on CWN, Mrs. Compton taught soldering to her students.
And we have an update on the softball field. I'm Emma.
And I'm William, and today is Friday, January 10th, 2025.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Today's Friday, and that means we are off for 10 days.
I know, that's right. We all have the next week off for Livestock Show, and on next Monday, Martin Luther King Day.
I can't wait till 4 o'clock.
I know. Mrs. Compton was busy teaching a life skill to her students that will help them for years to come. They learned how to solder. From games to radios, they got it down. Let's see how they did.
Hey cats, it's Jackson. We talked to Miss Compton about her electrical circuit program and her teaching her kids to solder. This can help in many ways, such as future welders.
My engineering science students are learning how to solder, and we just finished our electrical unit, so this is a great fun activity for them to get to do to top it all off. They're putting circuits together, and basically soldering is just melting metals together so that they're completing the circuit, and they're having a lot of fun doing it. And hopefully they can use this to repair their own things at home. A lot of them come back and tell me how they repaired their car stereos or something like that. Just learning everyday skills and maybe something that'll take them into the future.
Overall, this is a fun and creative way to help us students learn in the classroom and apply it to the real world. We wish the best of luck to these students as they further their education in engineering. That's all from me, and back to the studio.
Mrs. Duke has some information on the TSI that is quickly approaching. Sophomores, pay attention as it mostly affects you.
Hey cats, today I'm here with Ms. Duke. She had a couple of announcements she has to make.
Well, sophomores, so I'm glad you're going to be having a break next week, but I wanted to let you know the week you come back after Livestock Show, that Wednesday, all sophomores will be TSI testing. So make sure you get enough rest that Tuesday night and get ready for that TSI. Take your time, and we'll be reporting and meeting in the English Hall. We'll also have it posted in the cafeteria as well as on the English Hall. Also, for you students that still need to TSI or need to retest, we'll be having a TSI test on Saturday, January 25th. So please make sure you register on time. It's $30 for first-time testers and $15 for retesters. So make sure you register outside in the dual credit room. But again, sophomores, that test will be free, and that is Wednesday, January the 22nd.
Thanks, Ms. Duke, and back to the studio.
Attention all upperclassmen. If you're interested in taking a class to learn about microbiology, listen to Miss Shippey, as she teaches a lot of neat things to learn about what's going on around us.
Hey cats, today we're here with Ms. Shippey. Can you tell us a few things about your next year's class?
Hi, so I teach medical microbiology. So it's a class for juniors and seniors. So in order to take this class, you have to have taken biology and then taken chemistry. So if you have both of those classes knocked out by the end of this year, you can sign up to take it next year. So we grow a lot of bacteria. We do a lot of labs where we go around the school and we swab things and we're like, oh my gosh, look at all this nasty stuff we're growing. We look at a lot of things under the microscopes. We learn about like bacteria, viruses, anything that can like make you sick, and then we relate everything to the medical field. So it's a really fun class. So if you want to sign up, please sign up for my med micro class.
Thank you, and back to the studio.
Mrs. Burkhart just performed a lab in physics that taught the students properties of centripetal force. Let's see what they did.
Hey cats, I'm Zoe. I'm here with Miss Burkhart. So Miss Burkhart, I hear you're doing a lab in physics. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure, yes. We're doing that centripetal force lab where students are trying to figure out the centripetal force on a stopper that they're swinging around their head.
And how are the kids liking that?
I think they like it better than sitting at their desk and definitely working a worksheet or anything like that. So they're struggling a little bit about learning what to measure, but I think that'll help them when they do have to solve their problems.
That's good. Thank you. And back to the studio.
Don't forget about the livestock show. Saturday is the annual cook-off and the Queen's contest, followed up with the show animals and then the sale. Good luck to all the participants.
This year, the Henry Borchard Fairgrounds will be hosting the 22nd annual Nueces County Junior Livestock Show Alumni Barbecue Cook-Off. Many pit masters are eagerly awaiting the cook-off this weekend to start. The annual cook-off event is an IBCA station event with representatives from the IBCA overseeing the judging. Pit masters will be putting their favorite spices and barbecue techniques to the test this Friday and Saturday. The 3 meats of the contest are chicken, pork, spare ribs, and beef brisket. Beans may also be entered. Proceeds from the cook-off will benefit the sale entries, general scholarships, and the alumni charitable activities. If you enjoy barbecue, come out this weekend to the Henry Borchard Fairgrounds on Saturday.
Now let's send it over to Callie for Wildcat Media.
Thank you, Anchors, and welcome back to Wildcat Media. Wildcat Media is sponsored by Sonic, America's Drive-In. We almost forgot about Photo of the Week, but congrats to Mary Beth Morris on this amazing photo of Lizzie playing with the service dog. Now it's all for media. Back to the Anchors.
Thank you, Callie.
Now let's send it over to Brandon with the rundown on sports after this quick break.
Good morning, Calallen. Livestock show next week, so show up, support the cats. It's where the fairgrounds are, so park around back and support the cats. Thank you, and I'm back to the studio.
Wildcats. Calallen Wildcat Sports is brought to you by Southern Charm Home Cooking. Cheer has been working very hard recently on a competition coming up. Ms. Gaetan is a new cheer sponsor, so let's see what she's been doing to prepare the cheerleaders for this competition.
Hey Cats, it's Jada. Today I interviewed Ms. Gaetan about her position in cheer and UIL.
Sure. So the cheerleaders have a UIL routine. They go to UIL on January 17th. They've been practicing the routine for months now in preparation to hopefully win state at UIL. So we've been practicing a routine every single day after school. It incorporates a lot of jumps, a lot of skills, a lot of tumbling, some stunting. So we're super excited to show off our routine and make sure that hopefully we can win state and cheer and put Calallen on the board for cheer.
Ms. Gaetan has a fantastic opportunity to share her passion for cheerleading and to inspire and guide a new generation of athletes. Let's see how she feels.
So they asked me to be cheer coach, because I've, for many years, said that I wanted to do cheer coach here at Calallen, and I have a really extensive background in cheerleading. My freshman year of college, I was a UCA staff member. My senior year of high school, I actually cheered in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And my junior year, I cheered in London at the New Year's Day Parade. So I have a pretty extensive background in cheer. I really enjoy it. It's something fun. I love showing the girls what they can do to improve their skills and just really being a positive role model for them.
Thank you.
Thank you, and good luck at state. Back to the studio.
It's time, guys. Softball is finally here. The back-to-back state champions will be taking the field on a new turf. We spoke to Coach Lentz to get her thoughts on the new accommodations.
Hey Cats, I'm David and I'm here with Coach Lentz. So I've heard y'all got a new softball field. Can you elaborate on that for me?
Yes, there was a bond that was put out in May, and it was voted for us to be able to get some upgrades for baseball. I think the band hall, a little bit of the football field as well, and softball field. So it happened just recently, and we're already kind of, completing our field.
So how long did y'all have the previous field for?
I'm not exactly sure, but I would imagine over 25 years ago, and no upgrades or anything other than the backstop have really been made to the surface area.
When is it expected to be ready?
Actually, the turf is finished, completed, so that's exciting. Was worried about that. So we can get on the field now. We start practice tomorrow, so it's perfect timing as far as that. The fence still needs to be completed. It's about 8/10 of the way done, and then we're also waiting on the dugout. So hopefully all that is completed before January 25th when we have our first scrimmage.
Thank you. That's all from us. Back to the studio.
We also spoke to senior Bianca Gonzalez on what will be her last year as a Calallen Wildcat playing softball.
Hey Cats, today I'm here at Bianca. So Bianca, this is your last year playing softball. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm excited for my senior year. Yeah.
And what are coach's expectations for y'all as a team?
Probably to work harder and to get like more like team bonded together and probably to win state again.
Thank you so much. Good luck to you in your season and back to the studio.
Powerlifting has their open meet of the season in Mathis. Patrick Davis gave us a little rundown for this year's team.
Hey Cats, I'm Alec and I'm here with Patrick. So Patrick, I heard y'all are having your seasonal meet. How's that gonna go?
Oh yeah, so our first meet is tomorrow. It's in Mathis. It's gonna be a really good time, really fun. It's an early meet actually. We're bringing 12 lifters. Lots of numbers gonna be thrown around. It's gonna be really fun. Really excited for this season. I feel like we're gonna have a pretty strong run at state this year. It's gonna be really good.
Thank you. That's all. And back to the studio.
Swimming will leave today for a meet at Tolosa Midway that will take 2 days. With it being so cold this week, Naomi spoke to Edward on what it was like swimming in this chilly weather.
Hey Cats, I'm here with Edward. So we have a swim meet today. Can you tell me how it's been preparing in these cold conditions?
Yeah, so our pool is actually like really heated a lot, and yesterday on Thursday it was so cold outside that our pool started to like steam up a bunch. It was like a cloud inside our pool, honestly, and you couldn't see anybody until you like took your like goggles off. And I mean, the like pool felt nice, but once you get out of the pool, it's like freezing cold. So I mean, other than that, honestly, it's been like great preparing for it, and I'm excited for our meet today. So
That's awesome. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Basketball will also be busy tonight, taking on our rivals over at Tolosa Midway. Girls varsity basketball will play at 6:15, and the boys will play at 7:30. Good luck to all y'all. And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Now take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, Brandon.
Now it's time for James to tell us all about today's weather forecast right after this short break.
Hey Cats, quick PSA. If you turned in a livestock eligibility form, they're in the front office and need to be picked up today. Thank you, and back to the anchors.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Calallen. Your weather forecast is brought to you by Baytech Robinson Families. And thankfully, the rain has stopped, the skies are clearing, and it's finally starting to warm up, but we're not out of the woods quite yet. Currently, temperatures at 50 degrees, feeling like 44 with those northwest winds at 20 miles per hour with some pretty significant cloud coverage, although it is expected to clear up a little bit throughout the rest of the day. Looking on the Doppler radar, only the residual showers from yesterday's rains are progressing across the Gulf of Mexico. You can see they are moving in this northeasterly motion. Those rains are out of the area. However, behind that, we have a 4 alert day. We've got small craft advisories offshore, rip current statements along the shore, and then for freeze watches and freeze warnings. We've had these in effect for a couple nights now, but these are going to remain in effect for tomorrow. The freeze watches are going to be in effect along the coast, especially towards like Padre Island, Mustang Island, that sort of area, with freeze warnings being in effect further inland. Calallen itself is under a freeze warning. Corpus Christi A&M, Portland, that sort of area will be under a freeze watch. For the rest of the day, temperatures are going to break finally above that 50-degree mark. However, those wind chills above 45, but not quite up to 50 yet, feeling like 46, then 50 and 44, 43 and 40, as the winds calm down behind the front pretty dramatically with a maximum of about 21 miles per hour by 2 p.m., but by 10 p.m., they're only going to be down to 6 miles per hour, again, with some pretty significant cloud coverage, but we may see some peaks of sunshine through. Now, of course, we do have that freeze warning in effect. Those minimum wind chills could still be as low as 26 to 30 degrees for tonight. However, beginning tomorrow, we are not expecting to see any more freeze warnings all the way through Livestock Break and Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And as you can see on 3-day outlook, finally temperatures back into the 60s, some sunshine back in the forecast, as well as some wind direction, a little bit more what we're used to this time of year, as well as that wind speed being down between 5 and 10 to 10 and 15 miles per hour before we head into Livestock Break with generally similar conditions. With that, let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, James.
And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, what do you call cows with a sense of humor?
I don't know, William. What?
Laughing stock.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Calallen TV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos.
And as always, stay classy, Calallen.